Good morning. And my Black Friday haul this year was, well, rather pathetic. But I did get hold of one thing, and that's what you can see in front of you now. So I thought I'd just open it up and show you. And then, well, we can move on from there. So let's get into it. And move that out of the way for a moment. But basically, it is a USB hard drive. And it's a Seagate 8 terabyte model. It's got some plastic on there. I'll take that off in a bit. But yeah, Seagate 8 terabyte hard drive. Now, it is a powered one, so you do have to plug it into the mains, and then you've just got your connector to plug into USB. And that is it. It's quite small, quite heavy, but it's not, it's about, if you can imagine, your little portables are about that big. This is a little bit bigger. It's more used, well, it's more supposed to be on the desktop. I mean, if you could put it next to my hand, you can get some idea of its size. And what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to use it with my Xbox, because my Xbox has currently got a 4 terabyte hard drive, and I'm going to replace it with this one. Now, I don't know whether this one's going to be slower or not, but what I've done is I've actually recorded some load times with the current drive that I'm using, and then I'm going to record some load times with this one so we can have a look and see how well that does. But for the meantime, let's just get on with the rest of it and show you what else is in there. Just a little instruction book. Shows you how to connect it up. I think it's about as straightforward as it can be. But as I say, it does need a power supply. And that is what we should find in here. There should be 2 cables in here. Oop. So what we've got the power. And that's pretty good. That comes with a blanking plate there. And we've got European. Is that US? I'm not sure. Oh, another one. That looks like European, actually. And what else? Crikey, we've got cables for, well, I don't know how many different regions. But underneath it all at the back, at the bottom, if I can get in there, I've got the UK one, which is the one I need. So yeah, they could probably save themselves some money by localizing and just having the the one that they need for each region, but whatever. And that is, I don't know if you can see, the cable connector. So that end will go in there, and the other end would normally plug into a PC, but in this instance, as I say, I'm going to plug it into my Xbox. So I'm going to have a whopping 8 terabyte of storage on my Xbox. I was holding on to get the 10 terabyte, but I have to say, when you go up to 10 terabyte, the difference in price is ridiculous. It's about twice the money for an extra 2 terabytes. So if you can afford it, then fill your boots. But 8 terabyte was the sweet spot, especially in the sales, because on Black Friday, I think I got it for about, I think it was 109 quid, something like that. And it's normally about 170. So yeah, that was a really good deal. So if you can get hold of one of these in the sales, maybe in January now, then yeah, do so if you need the space. But anyway, that's me done for this part of it. I'm going to move on to the computer and do some, well, hopefully do some testing on there. But I will see you there. Right, and we're back. And first things first, my voice is going to sound a little bit different because I'm in a different room with a different mic, so bear with me on that. Secondly, though, you can see that loaded up now, we've got the Xbox screen, and on the left-hand side is the 4TB drive, and on the right-hand side is the 8TB drive, and at the bottom we've got some time codes. Now, in a moment, they're going to start running, and basically what I did was I recorded the loading of a couple of games, or 4 games in fact, but I'm only showing 2 here. And I have put them up on the screen to show them loading side by side, just to show which one is faster, whether the 4TB is faster or the 8TB is faster. Now, I'm only showing SOULCALIBUR and Fortnite because I didn't want to go on too long about this. And the other thing to note is that I've actually sped up the timings somewhat just to make this video a bit faster. The actual times when I was recording them were as shown, but I've just, as I say, sped it up a little bit. So anyway, let's get into that and see how they fare against one another. Right, so as you can see, the 8TB drive actually loaded the game SOULCALIBUR around about 3 seconds faster, which was actually a little bit of a surprise to me. I thought the 4TB drive would be faster. But let's just have a look now and see how it fares with Fortnite. And as you can see again, Fortnite actually loads faster on the 8TB drive than it does on the 4TB drive, which, as I said before, was a little bit of a surprise to me. I was expecting the 4TB drive to be a little bit faster, but no, it wasn't. And this was borne out with other games as well. Most of my other games either load roughly around the same time, or they tend to load a little bit faster on the 8TB drive, which was really good news. And when I loaded Forza, that loaded up, it was uncanny. It almost loaded up exactly at the same speed on both drives. And the demo of Battlefield 1, it loaded roughly, it was about 8 seconds faster, I believe, to load up on the 8TB drive. So yeah, that was pretty good. I was quite impressed with that, and I put off buying one of these drives for a little while because I thought it might be a little bit slower, but no, not in my experience. So it might be different for you guys, but for me it actually worked pretty well, and I'm quite happy with it. And I've got an 8TB drive, and it's loading everything as well, if not better, than the drive I had before. So anyway, that's me done. Hopefully that was some use to you guys. I will speak to you in the next one. Bye.